Hello, and welcome to day 4 of The Push. Side note, am I the only one that hears salt and peppers push it in my head whenever I come into this group? Maybe just me. Anyways, so today I want to talk to you about coach open houses and opportunity calls. Now here's the deal. You are all leaders. You are all independent business owners. That means that you have to take this responsibility a lot more seriously, especially when it comes to recruiting. Recruiting is the core function of our business. If you're not constantly recruiting coaches, your business is not growing and you are not going to meet the goals that you're setting out for yourself. How do you do this at a larger scale? Because we already know that to get to Emerald, we hit up our closest friends and our family members and we sign them up as coaches. But to get to Diamond and beyond, it needs to be something that happens at a larger scale. How do you talk to that many people? How do you invite that many people? How do you help your downline grow? Because it's not only about you, it's about your downline and helping them prospect as well. So the way you do this is through these open houses and through these coach opportunity calls. Today, I want to walk you through them and some techniques for how you can set up your own. Yes, your own. In this business, you can't rely on your upline coach to do it. If your upline coach is already doing it, then that's great. Keep on working with that. Or better yet, if your upline coach isn't doing it, or even if they are, as a leader, you want to create your own. Because that's going to help your downline be able to depend on you and see you as a leader. And that's going to give your downline those tools that they need to learn from you and grow themselves. So let's get to it and talk about what this means. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so here's some key points as to why this is so important. Think back to when you signed up as a coach. What were your objections? So these sneak peeks, these coach opportunity calls, these coach open houses are ways for you to bust through those objections at scale. So, I don't have any time, or, I'm not at my goal weight yet, or, I don't know that many people. I'm not that good at social media. You're using these platforms as a way to bust through those objections, bust through those excuses, to let people see, like, wait a second, okay, I get it. I think I can do this. Another reason why you need to be doing this is because it's going to really emphasize your team culture. You want people to know what it feels like to be part of your team. So when they get into your team page, or when they get into the event that you created, or on one of your opportunity calls, they're going to get a sense of what it's like to be part of your team, to hear from the other team members, not only yourself, but how other people in different walks of life feel being part of the team. You also want to validate your team. So this isn't something that you're going to do by yourself. It's something that hopefully you're going to have your leaders on, or your upcoming leaders. You're going to give them a chance to shine, and you're going to give them a chance to shine in front of their prospects. So it's a way for them to close their prospects even easier. The third thing is duplication, because like I said, you're going to create this system that you're going to pass on to your coaches as well. And this is already something that you're going to have, that you're going to be able to do monthly. Your team should be able to depend on you for this coach sneak peek or event monthly, so that they could also take it and do it themselves. And the fourth thing is that this is a great way to disarm your prospects at scale, and a great way to simplify the entire closing aspect of coaching. So it's not something that's going to take a lot of time, because you're spending so much time closing so many people individually, but you put them into one system in which they're going to get it, spend their own time checking out your videos, checking out your posts, and be able to make a decision. But you gave them all the information up front in a really easy way. So let's go over some ways to do this. The coach open house. The coach open house is an opportunity for you to invite prospects to be part of your team page and see what goes on your team page for about 5 days. My team and I usually run this from Monday through Friday. So the weekend before, we're adding our prospects. We'll invite them and tell them, like, hey, I'm inviting you to be part of my team page. You can be as involved as you want. You can either be a fly on the wall and just check out what's going on, Or you can be up there posting questions, answering questions, commenting, whatever you like, whatever you feel comfortable with. So typically, these are the posts that we do Monday through Friday. On Monday, it's a welcome video and letting them know what to expect for the week ahead. On Tuesday, it's breaking down the invitation process. Because if you remember, when we signed up as coaches, one of our biggest concerns is like, I don't want to sell. I don't want to be salesy. So it should be someone that's really great at inviting, at building relationships to communicate how we add value and we share what's working for us and what we're passionate about in a way that's relatable to other people, as opposed to being salesy and being all up in people's faces. Wednesday, it's the personal development and the growth aspect of the business. So pick someone on your team who's had a great personal transformation, whose mindset has completely changed since becoming a coach, and how great it is to just grow as a person, to be someone that's goal-oriented. Let your prospects know about this. On Thursdays, it's being a product of the product, in which we also emphasize about all the great releases that we have coming up, especially through the eyes of the company and the support that we get from Beachbody, how invested they are in our growth and how much they're putting into giving us tools so that our business can keep growing. And Fridays, it should feature someone that's had financial success. It doesn't have to be someone that's earning six figures. It could just be someone that's paid off a student debt. Maybe they were able to, not student debt, that's a lot, but like paid off like a medical bill, or someone that's paid off, was able to pay for their child's birthday party in cash because of the Beachbody opportunity. Whatever financial success they had, let someone share that and also break down the startup costs and what's next, to be able to ask that closing question so that the prospect could reach out to the coach that invited them and sign up. The most important thing that we need to remember when we have prospects in our coach open houses is that we are selling our team culture. We should make it so that they don't want to leave. And during that time, there should be no negativity, no venting on the team page. It should be all about celebrating our lives as coaches. So you want to make sure that recognition is through the roof. You want to recognize your new coaches. You want to celebrate that first sale, that first coach sign up. Those things, like in our challenge groups, how we have like non-scale victories and we celebrate those. Think of what the equivalent of that is on your team page and just celebrate it. Do it up. They shouldn't want to leave. They should think to themselves like, wow, this is such a positive place for growth. I want to be a part of this. Because I might have thought that it was just about the fitness and maybe just about selling things, but this is a whole community which fosters growth and positive thinking. This is something I want to be a part of. And then by the weekend, whoever hasn't joined, take them out of the group and then celebrate everyone that's joined from that week ahead. The next thing up a plate is the sneak peek event. So I've seen this done in a couple of ways. You can create an event on Facebook and invite your prospects. Some people do a 5-day sneak peek and do something like what we did with the Coach Open House, but spread out through 5 days. Or you can do a 3-day sneak peek, so it's a little bit more condensed. Or even a 1-day sneak peek like my team and I do, which typically runs for about an hour. So the way you set this up is you and your downline create the event on Facebook and invite your prospects. Encourage your downline to invite their prospects. Start inviting them and putting them into the group 5 days before and start buzzing it up, creating hype on the page to get people excited to tune in and hopefully invite other people. Now, you're going to, again, pick leaders that you're going to do this with. Like I said earlier, you really want to validate your leaders. Give them a chance to speak, for their face to be shown, for prospects to respect them, and for them to come into their own as leaders. Now, here's how it works. The first post is usually a video welcoming them to the sneak peek and an overview of what we do as coaches and what to expect from the sneak peek. Your second post is asking them what reasons resonate with them for being a coach. What's their why? What's going to drive them to want to be successful in this business? It could be as simple as wanting a discount on Shakeology. It could be wanting to have some extra money to pay their cell phone bill every month. Or it could be creating a life of freedom. or, having that extra accountability in their fitness to be able to inspire other people. You want to cover these things so that they're able to see themselves in every aspect of what we do as coaches. The third post is usually what's required of me as a coach. What's the time investment like? How active do I have to be? How much do I really have to build this business? Cover all of those points because those are questions that your prospects are going to have. Post number 4 is duplication and teamwork. It's so important to let your prospects know that they're not alone, that this is something that they're going to come in and there's a system that they're going to be able to pick up, and that they're part of a team, that their efforts are going to be duplicated, that not everything is expected of just them, but that there's a whole support system there backing them up every step of the way. Post number 5 is the compensation plan, how we earn. And there's no need to go in depth with it because remember, these are new people that don't understand, what we do. Sometimes even we get confused with the compensation plan. You keep it to the basics, keep it simple. 25% off retail commission and bonuses when you build a team and help them be successful. Post number 6 is, again, the selling versus sharing, because we know that's a huge concern. So we should definitely break that down and let them know it's just like going into a restaurant or a movie that you love and recommending it, passing it on to other people, paying it forward. That's what we do as coaches. Number 7, you want to highlight successes from your team, real people, real faces. Your prospects need to see that. So celebrate someone's incredible physical transformation. Celebrate someone's financial success. Let people hear from other people besides you that this is real and that it's working for other people. And post number 8 is going for the close. What are the options for signing up? Thanking them for their time and then going for the ask. Contact me. Let's make this happen. Or contact the coach that invited you to this opportunity. Another way you can bring people in is webinars and opportunity calls. My team and I, we're doing a lot of webinars. You can use platforms such as this, as Zoom or Webinar Jam, to present the coaching opportunity through PowerPoint slides. So create a deck of slides through PowerPoint, going through everything that we covered in the Coach Open House and the sneak peeks, all those important points that prospects want to know when signing up. Go through all those objections, give them all the information. And the great thing about this is that you can upload it to your YouTube channel and it's a third-party tool. So, you might have your sneak peek or Coach Open House scheduled for, let's say, every third Monday, every third week of the month. Well, now if you sign up a coach the first week, if you're going to sign up a coach the first week of the month, now you have a third-party tool you can give them until the next Coach Open House when you're inviting people to that. So it's a great third-party tools. And as network marketers, we should always have third-party tools to point people to. The next thing is opportunity calls. If you go to freeconferencing.com, you can set up your own number and create an event, invite people to call in, and just share your story. I covered a lot of things, a lot of objection busting that's important. But at the end of the day, you need to remember that stories are what sell people. Facts tell, but stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. So in this business, just share what's worked for you. Share who you used to be before and who you are now because of Beachbody. That's what's going to draw people in. That's what's going to get people excited. That's what's going to get people to trust you. So guys, make sure that you take out your calendars right now and schedule your first Coach Open House, opportunity call, webinar, whatever it is, as long as you're creating a system for you and your downline to streamline the whole recruiting process. You should always be inviting and you should always be plugging into these systems that are going to help you close more prospects at a larger scale and also help your downline do the same. This is how a real leader grows. This is how a professional grows their business. And above all, remember, team culture and sharing your story. Recruiting is the heart of this business, and this is the best way to go about it. So if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to spend the day here speaking to you, answering your questions. Comment below and let me know what you think. Have an awesome day.